officers. Joel Arrington is extremely prominent. And I just want, did your family marry? I started to call some of the Arringtons and tell them to come today.
We have a great-grandfather that bought land from Caudle, Springer, Riddle.
Well, okay, here's your, I mean, here they are. Davenport's a county judge in this time frame. And the 640 gets split. Now, this is that Mark Caudle survey that's a fairly large block of land, 640 acres out here just off the interstate. Okay, now we'll keep going. Handle the pages carefully, but I thought you might have one premier genealogist who wanted to just write down this data and then share it on the web. So here's your index to the very earliest transactions out of the Caudle survey, 640.
That'll come off on a picture.
Who is Hawkins' son, Caudle?
Hawkins was one of Mark's sons.
Okay, here's the Hawkins Caudle survey where he gets title in the year 1860, gets the patent from the state. And again, the Arringtons were so tied in, I just thought maybe y'all were blood kin, or an Arrington married a Caudle daughter, maybe?
I'm sorry?
I don't know.
That you know.
We don't know.
Okay. Then we'll keep on going.
May would know.
Here's Bennett Caudle.
Yeah, Bennett. A lot of his family's here.
Okay, he gets 480 acres in 1854, patented from the state. Now, this is all of your early Caudle stuff all together that we know about, right down here south of Mount Vernon, where I thought all the Caudles always lived. But this is neat. Here, then, if you go back to the abstracts of our earliest records transcribed from Red River County when we're still part of Red River, and then I went back and I spent more hours on this than I wanted to, but I read about the way you got land through the headright certificates. So, Godfrey Etheridge has been given a certificate for having settled in Texas by about 1837. And Godfrey Etheridge, there's a lot of buying and selling. I've got land, I don't really want to live on it. Godfrey Etheridge never lived on this land. He got a certificate from the Congress of the Republic. Godfrey Etheridge turned around. This is pretty technical. I'm going to talk local history, but I thought you might have a genealogist you'd want to just make some notes. Godfrey Etheridge sold it to Thomas Fowler. Thomas Fowler is dealing in land titles. Thomas Fowler is going to turn around and sell it to Marcus Caudle on March 21st, 1843. Here's your proof of Republic of Texas settlement for your family. And here it is.
We have all that information already.
I think you have it. Here's where I'm well aware of having it, but what I hadn't really realized is where you were in this, and that's what I was showing this guy. So Godfrey Etheridge, in fact, had died by then in 1860, but we go way back here. The Republic of Texas gave it under a land certificate to Godfrey Etheridge in 1841. It went to this, that's misspelled Forbes, his name is Fowler, and Fowler to, see, they've got Marvin Caudle, always the name, Marcus Caudle, 1843. And it's from the transcribed records of Red River County. So now, Marcus Caudle is actually not anywhere near where I thought you Caudles lived. Marcus Caudle, you Caudles are going to sell out, and I know all of these families, you're going to sell out to families that I'm tied in with. And you're over here, if you're looking north, this is right on the edge of Titus County, and this is the Cherokee Trace, the main highway. Boy, this brings people into Texas. That's this highway.
Is that roughly 271 now?
No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. It's basically gone.
It's gone, okay.
It would be 8 miles west of 271.
Oh, okay. All right.
Same rough approximation. It's kind of like this little road is actually about a half a mile north of Old 67 and about 2 miles north of I-30. They keep building along the same routes, but they replace the highway routes. Marcus Caudle is going to acquire this Godfrey Etheridge survey on the Choctaw Trail about a mile away from the Cherokee Trace. Right here's where the Ripley Massacre occurred on April 10th, 1841. Y'all are right out there in the very middle of the very earliest Anglo settlement. Pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
Now you're going to sell out to a bunch of other families that are going to hold the land for the next century. The Talbots are going to live out there. The Harpers, Wiley Roberts' place was still out there until the last 15 years, and it's now sold to a family named Weatherford. But all of these people kept it then for about 100 years, but oddly, Marcus ends up getting instead those. Of course, he gets this land and buys it a half of a square mile. But then he got that entire 640 acre, the square mile, the block of Republic of Texas land in the 1850s, where we know now the Mark Caudle survey is. So all that land that's identified as being Caudle surveys well and good. Proud you got it.
Yeah.
Lots of it. The name shows up over and over in our land records. But what's even neater is earlier, you're right out here at the very center of the very first Anglo settlement.
Great.
There. And that I didn't. Last night I was like going through the papers getting ready for it. Then I got to, and I thought, well, I would just check the index for any other Caudles. And then I thought, well, I'll look up where the Etheridge survey is. And you're right there in the middle of stuff.
Oh, wow.
There.
That is
That's why I said some genealogists might want to make a note of.
Wow.